I never imagined my quiet retirement would turn into a nightmare straight out of a thriller movie. After 2 decades pounding the pavement as a detective in the bustling streets of Chicago, a nagging knee injury from a botched raid forced me out early. I headed back to the old family cabin at Silver Lake, a spot my grandfather, Harlan Reed, had hammered together with his own calloused hands back in 1947, right after hanging up his badge as the area's first marshal. That place wasn't just wood and nails, it was our bloodline, passed down through 3 generations. Rustic pine walls, a wide veranda overlooking the shimmering water, our private pier jutting out like a promise of serenity. The faded sign by the door still read, Reed Family Silver Lake Retreat. Est. 1947. I figured I'd spend my days mending fences, casting lines for base, and flipping through Harlan's weathered logs about taming the wild frontier around the lake. Peace at last. Yeah, right. It started that crisp Saturday morning. I was on the veranda, steaming mug in hand, lost in one of Harlan's entries about defusing a land grab back in the day, when this piercing screech shattered the calm, not a yell, but a full-on wail like someone was getting gutted. I glanced up, and there she was, this woman storming across my boundary line like she held the deed. Tailored outfits that screamed old money, gems flashing like danger signs in the sunlight, and a face twisted in pure disdain, as if the whole world offended her. "Excuse me," she barked. No hello, no courtesy, just entitlement dripping from every syllable. "This racket from your dump is intolerable. The damn birds are deafening. That stench from your pier is revolting. And honestly, this eyesore is tanking the neighborhood's worth." I froze, coffee halfway to my mouth, brain scrambling to catch up. In my Chicago days, I'd faced down gangsters and con artists. But this lady, later I learned her name was Vivian Hartwell, was a breed apart. She planted herself there, arms folded, expecting. What? An apology for nature existing? For my family's roots? "Ma'am," I said, easing to my feet despite the twinge in my knee, "this is private land. Those birds are just living free, and this has been Reed property since '47. My grandfather built it brick by brick." She scoffed, eyes rolling like I'd cracked a bad joke. "Oh, spare me. You're probably just the handyman. I've dug through the records. This shack's mine soon enough. I'll boot you out and level it for something classy, lakefront prime." That's when the chill hit. She wasn't griping. She was plotting to erase my heritage. "Lady," I replied, channeling every de-escalation trick from the force. "No boot, no bulldozer. This is mine." I nodded at the sign. She burst out laughing, fake and cutting. "Phony papers, bogus plaque. I've got plans snapped up the villa next door to turn this stretch into an elite getaway. These relics are squatting on my gold mine." It spiraled from there. She ranted about her vision, scooping up lakeside plots, just like her California coups where she'd cleared whole neighborhoods for resorts. "Margins are killer 300% once you scrub the trash," she bragged, casual as chatting weather. But the real gut punch? As she turned to leave, she eyed Harlan's memorial stone by the steps, a humble tribute to his martial days, and with a smirk, drove her heel into it. Crack. Shards everywhere. "Whoops," she sneered, locking eyes. "Old junk breaks easy, huh?" Rage boiled in me, fists tight, but training kicked in. "Stay cool. You've crossed into hell now," I muttered. Alone later, piecing the stone back, fury turned to resolve. "Harlan," I whispered, "time to dust off your lessons on guarding what's sacred." I rummaged the old trunk. Deeds, badges mine from Chicago, his marshal's star, and a note from my academy days. "Nathan, law ain't a gig. It's shielding the vulnerable from vultures." Wield it right. The onslaught hit dawn next. Operatic blast from her villa at 5 a.m., her on the balcony in silk, waving like a mad conductor. "Love my Arius, hope it doesn't bug your hovel." It thundered till midnight. Then trash appeared, bottles lining my path, rotting scraps by windows, newspapers soggied on the pier. I'd clear it, it'd regenerate. I logged every bit, dates, pics like case files. Calls to officials followed. Inspectors at my door for code breaches, shady ops, all bunk. Apologies came, but the drip wore me down. A forged notice landed. "Vacate in 30 days, zoning violation." Fake number, phantom agency. My blood simmered. Tuesday, hammering echoed. I peeked out to Vivian in chic gear, slamming a sign into my yard. Future Elite Resort. Demolition pending. Hartwell Ventures. Early promo, she grinned. Your pile's perfect gravel. I yanked it, replanted on her turf with a note. Wrong dirt, wrong boss. That evening, neighbor Walter shuffled over, face etched with worry. Nathan, that woman sniffing around, offered double for my spot. Grilled me on pipes, power, sewers. Said upgrades for builds. Felt off, like scouting weak spots. Harlan's logs echoed. Greed blinds folks to rights. Play chess, not checkers. I dug online. Vivian's trail of shattered communities. Overheard balcony rants about acquisition via sabotage timelines. She wasn't nuts. She was a predator. Fake emergencies ramped up. Sirens for hammer threats. Me fixing the pier. More kayak ramming. No kayak. Poaching ring. 3 fish total. Deputies grew weary, but I saw the endgame. Sunday climax. Vivian sprinted, overhair tousled, makeup smeared, but I'd spied her gardening minutes prior. Help. He's stealing my home. Armed, murderous. She dialed 911. Sobbing, barricaded in my place. Cruisers screamed in. Captain Ellis barked. Hands up. Heart thumping. I complied. Misunderstanding me land. They cuffed close, but I flashed my badge. Nathan Reed, Chicago PD, retired 20 years. Footage proves fraud. We reviewed. Her staging the panic, clear as day. Ellis scowled at Vivian. False reports? Felony. As they rolled out, he whispered. State probe on shady deals here, guard that tape. But my rear door? Ajar. Intruder while distracted. Paranoia peaked. I baited her. Dummy laptop by windows. Phony deeds on tables. Microcams hidden. Vandalism struck. Fake badge boot him sprayed red. Rails splintered. Pipes rigged to leak foundation deep. Cams nabbed her. Like Bayside Rec Infra. Values crash 40%. Scoop cheap. Resort riches. Fake eco alert. Contamination condemn imminent. Bogus again. Cams smashed next. Midnight suits surveyed my lot. Plotting big. I faked a trip. Loaded truck visibly. Looped to pal Derek's hideout across the lake. She'll bite, he said. Alert at 11:37 Vivian picking locks. Pro Tools. Feed cut. We raced. Back online. Her ransacking journals, snapping pics. We burst in. Shock froze her. Citizens arrest. I declared badge out. Breaking and entering. Derek backed. Witnessed. Taped. She raged. Retired? Bull, I'll ruin you. 911 hauled her. Her phone spilled. Phase 2. Infrarect. Phase 3. Bulk buy. And Plan B. Live. Court was war. Her shark, Whitaker, smeared me. Unhinged ex-cop, entrapment. But Walter strode in, ancient recorder ready. Vivian's voice boasting to him. Sabotage old grids, site hazards, by dirt cheap like Bayside. Nuked a fishing town for 300% flip. Jury hushed. I piled on. Tainted water tests hitting neighbors. Her call logs. Bank holds on plots. Bayside proof. On stand, she cracked. I deserve that shore more than these relics. Demolish the rot I am upgrading. Guilty, burglary, sabotage, fraud. 5 years, $2.3 million payback. Villa forfeited. Bayside reopened cases. Post-trial, Villa sold to Elena, Javier, and little Mia Lopez. They turned it communal, healing the rift. County apologized, tightened rules. Walter's porch chats became ritual. Mia begged Harlan tales. One dusk, she said, you saved everyone's homes, Mr. Nathan. I penned in the journal. 2025 Harlan's haven stands. Greed fell. A hidden note tumbled. Nathan, peacekeeping's eternal watch these spots. Vultures circle. Dated 1975. Yet that courthouse call. Win today, but we know your retreat. Round 2. Chills. This fight exposed raw truths. Power tramples roots for profit, but silence lets it. Courage chains us. One stand shields all. What if developers like Vivian are right? Progress demands sacrifice, even families' legacies. Or is bulldozing heritage for luxury just legalized theft? Would you fight or fold? Comment your take, like if it fired you up, and subscribe for more real-life showdowns that make you question everything.